Most gardeners think once that potato sprouts, the hard part is over, but that's where many ruin their harvest. If you don't take care of your potato plants after planting, you could have teeny tiny potatoes, you could have low yield, and you could have disease all through your plants. And we don't want that. Today, I'm gonna show you exactly how to take care of these potato plants so that they can stay nice and healthy just like these and produce the biggest possible harvest. So let's go. The first thing I need for you not to overlook are the weeds. You want to make sure that the potato plant is not competing against the weeds because they don't like it. Because weeds take the nutrients, they take light, and they take moisture, and we can't have that. Let me bring you in close so you can see. All right, check that out. Even in buckets, you still have to worry about the weed seeds. All this right here is taking all the nutrients, some of the nutrients away from this plant. So I got to go around and get all of them out. Adding some mulch will definitely help. The reason why mulching works is because it keeps the weeds down, suppresses the weeds. It also keeps it nice and moist. And once that material breaks down, it is also feeding your potato plants. So it's a win-win situation. One of the biggest mistakes a gardener can make is to not heal your potato plants. That's crucial. All right, if you're new to gardening, you don't know what healing is, all you're gonna do is take some soil, compost, or even a mulch, and you're gonna put it around the stem. Now, the reason why, because as your plant grows, you wanna keep healing all the way around it, because you're gonna get tubers to come from the buried portion of the stem, and those tubers are going to form into your potatoes. So if you don't heal, you're just limiting the amount of potatoes you're gonna get. And guess what? We don't want that. So healing it is. And you can also, you see the leaves right here, you can go ahead and heal over top of those. You don't have to take them off. Some people like to go ahead and clip them. I just take the soil, dump it on top. So that's what I'm gonna do. Now just imagine how many more potatoes we're going to get because we're covering the stem. Now we can't cover the entire plant, but if you are in ground, you can keep on healing, but we wanna make sure that we heal as much as possible so we can increase the amount of potatoes we can get. So that's why healing the potatoes is so important. Potatoes are a heavy feeder and lots of gardeners never feed them after planting. If you have poor soil, your plants are gonna grow weak and they're gonna produce small tubers. Once my plants are growing actively, I like to use a balanced fertilizer, and this year I'm using crab and lobster shells as well as kelp meal from Neptune's harvest. This is a 5:3:0 ratio. This is a 1:0:2 ratio. And so all I'm gonna do is take a handful and I'm gonna go around the stem of the plant just like this. And I'm gonna get the kelp meal as well. And you know the granular fertilizer breaks down over time. So I'm going to scratch it in after I put this in here. Just like that. And it's like a slow release fertilizer. Now to give my plants an immediate boost, I like to give them a liquid fertilizer. And this right here is the fish and seaweed, and it does great. Ask my tomato plants. They're like this tall. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and apply that fertilizer, and your liquid fertilizer is gonna get them nutrients right now. All right, so that's why I like to fertilize with the granular, then hit them with the liquid so that they can get exactly what they need. Just remember, healthier foliage powers bigger harvest underground, but just be mindful, late in the season, you wanna back off the nitrogen because we don't want it to focus too much on the bigger leaves at the expense of our potatoes. It's a healthy balance. So it takes about 90 days, 3 months before your potatoes to be ready. And so in that last month, I'm backing off a lot of the nitrogen. I almost forgot. If you would like to try some of the fertilizers from Neptune's harvest, I'll put a link in the description below. I get this question a lot. How often do I water? All right, so take your finger, stick it into the top inch, and if it's dry, then you know you need to water. But we want to try to make sure that they stay nice and moist. So you don't want the soil to dry out and then you flood it with water because you can crack the potatoes. All right, and we do not want that. Keep it nice and consistently moist, and you'll be good to go. Now, what I like to do when I do water, so that I give the same amount of water to all my buckets, I will count. Once I get it on the right string, I'll count 1, 2, probably all the way to 16. That is my number. And then I'll check them a little the next day and see if that's good enough, or I may up the total just to make sure they get the same amount of water. And once again, mulching helps tremendously because it locks in the moisture, and chances are you'll have to water less. But make sure you are aware of your temperatures, because once it gets real hot, I know here I have to water more. But don't forget to water, because you want those nice big potatoes. One more thing about keeping your potatoes moist: if it's nice and moist, chances are you won't have to worry about ants. Last year, I didn't keep my potatoes moist, and I had one bucket that had a lot of ants. So ants don't like moist places. So just remember that. That will help you if you're having issues with ants. That's just a bonus tip. Our potato plants, they can go downhill fast if pests or any type disease are an issue. So you want to make sure that you come out and you check your potato plants. Make sure that you don't see any pests or yellowing leaves or leaf spots, because you want to head that off quickly. Or if you have a lot of chewing on the foliage, you want to go ahead and deal with those pests early on, so it's not a big issue. And some of the things that I use, if I see that I have insects chewing on them, I use BT or I use neem oil. Those are some of the things that I personally use. Please don't make this mistake. I need you to be patient. Now, some gardeners are impatient and they go ahead and harvest their potato plants too soon. And then you get these small, teeny potatoes. All right, so let the plant tell you. And remember, it takes about 3 months for them to be done. But once you get to the 3 months, let the plant go ahead and let you know, because it's gonna start turning yellow and it's gonna die back. Once that happens, then you know it's safe to go ahead and harvest your potatoes, because we want nice, mature potatoes. So wait until you see those signs, and that is gonna help you out. Harvesting time is so much fun. You don't have to take a shovel and dig for your potatoes and risk stabbing the potatoes. All you gotta do is take the bucket, turn it upside down, and go ahead and dig through your potatoes and see what you're gonna get. It is so much fun. I can't wait. You wait and see. I need for you to do one more thing. If you want to learn more about potatoes, go ahead and click my playlist over here, and then you're going to learn a couple more things about potatoes. And if you're new to the channel, go ahead and subscribe. I'll see you over here. All right, bye.